All right, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 11. All right, so we left off. We did a bunch more data processing. So now we have all the possible data I think I need to explore all the different methods I want to. So basically, time to jump back into the visuals, which is probably more exciting, but maybe not. So let's see. Let's see what we have open here. Let's close that. All right, let's just open the visual exploration folder. And yep, let's go ahead and run a block up. And let's see what we're working with here. Let's see if it still works with the new data. It should. It does. Cool. So this is where we left it. Chart for each, nothing too fancy. I think the first thing I want to do here is what's the first thing I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to put everybody on the same chart and change it to a slider. So I think it'll just be way easier to explore than the current method. So let's see, to do that, see, we got main, setup chart. Okay, so we're gonna be changing things around a little bit here. Instead of selecting all people, we want a single SVG. So first, let's do that. Better SVG. I think it's gonna be on main. And then right, people's names. Got our G. Let's do that. Actually, let's do this all after the data comes in. That's all typical. We create our access. This works still. Let's rename. Oh, okay. So this will be the difference here. So we've got our viz, and now we want to let's create a group for each person this time. So say viz.select all person, G-person. Data will be data join. That is what I call it, join data. Data enter dot append G-person. And let's save that. So now we're gonna let's add a person.append path. I don't think pages is actually the right name for it. We'll just leave it as path without any name. And change anything, scale X is going to be page view data. So it's going to be a global scale. So page view. Oh, that's fine. That works. Max scale Y. We already have. What's max? Oh, this is scale Y. Yeah, cool. Everything looks good still. The line function. So this wasn't doing anything before because remember we only had dates for data points. So now that we filled it in, we can actually have what's it called, undefined paths in here, so we can see the gaps if they exist. So let's actually put metric. So if it has a null value for the metric, in this case it is percent traffic, and it'll be undefined. And then let's see. Yeah, we had the page views. We had the data to the path and make the path and make the scale. And I think we're okay here. Let's actually just save and see what errors we get. That's always my favorite step. First step. Oh goodness, the heat's getting to me. Error path is not defined. Also, I remember we called it. That's pages. Is now just path. Really nothing, or it looks like nothing's rendered. That's very possible. gviz. Oh, that's not a good looking element. Let's see what, oh, right, because I was using D3 Jetpack syntax, which doesn't work like this. So much extra writing. It worked. That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's everybody at once. Let's add a slider. I could do a drop down. It'd just be way easier to slide. So I'm going to do a slider. Also, let's make that not 500. Let's make it 960. Yeah, so I want to do a slider because I can just go whoop, and rather than a lot of slow clicking. This is also kind of interesting. So like, I remember there's actually a lot of discussion. I feel like it was like last year or the year before that people kept saying, oh, it's like, it seems like there's way more famous people dying now. And this kind of doesn't seem to support that theory. It kind of seems like it's pretty consistent with just random spikes here and there. So if I remember correctly, this one was Stephen Hawking. And this one is David Bowie, because we just looked that up, right? So that's the beginning of, and this must be Prince. So this is kind of interesting to look at. And actually, this is a little bit what I was thinking about for like maybe one chart would just be to highlight the peaks. Even though I still don't think just showing, if I was going to do the peaks, I think I'd actually like, well, we'll plot, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll plot like by the week, but I also think like just showing like the first 2 days after the death would really be more accurate than like a single day, as we just saw like in the Bowie data, right? Like the day of death, there was nothing basically, or even 3 days. Starts getting a little arbitrary. Hold on, checking the text. Okay, so it's cool. So it's working. Let's add the slider. Add the slider. Add the slider after everything else. So let's see. We will say, actually, you know what? Let's add it above. No, let's add it below. I don't really care. That's like, and actually let's store main so I don't have to keep writing this. Okay. And dot append input dot attribute type, or was it range? Range, I think that's what it is. Attribute and 0 and data length also add a p tag. Sweet, we got a range slider. Let's make that bigger. Add SVG. 100%. Okay, got our sweet slider here. And on input, and slider input. Function handle slider input. Console.log. Const val equals plus this dot value. Log that out. So there you go. So this will simply just correspond to the index of the data. It's also started at 0. Shoot. If you just say value. Cool. So yeah, all we want to do really is grab the whatever nth item. We want to do a couple of things, right? We want to grab the nth person and set them to like is active. And actually we can just say dot select all dash person dot class is active. The I is equal to val. And we'll just do like this. Stroke opacity 0.2 and is active 1. That's not changing. Why not? Oh, because we set it on person, not on path. There we go. You can see it moving. Let's change that from stroke red. Woo. Now we can see it changing. However, I don't want to do it on indexes. I also want to raise it up because there's going to be lines overlapping lines. So we actually want to, let's see. When we join it initially, there's a couple ways we could do this. We could do it by a class name, or we could just keep an index going. Let's keep an index going. So join data here. I, which will be from 0 to 130 or whatever, and we'll say index or ID index ID. Wait, there's already an ID, isn't there? Let's just go with person index. So then here, we can, instead of doing it by I, we'll do it by person index because that order could change. Also do filter the index is equal to val dot raise, so that'll just bring it to the front. Lovely. So even these ones which are overlapped will be in front. And then let's put out their name as well. Next. Data. That on. And it's specifically, we care about display name. So then we can just say select dot name dot text display. I think if I did that right, we should now see the name here. Didn't do it right. We're getting console errors. Can't read person index of undefined. Oh. Oops. There. Oh, right. Inputs aren't. Display. Wait, why is that not going below it? Oh, do I still have flex wrap? I don't want that anymore. Cool. So there we go. Let's just name center. I can see who to. I was right. That was Bowie. Let's see. And then this was Prince. Yeah. And then this was Muhammad Ali. George Michael. Debbie Reynolds. Bill Paxton. Chris Cornell. Chester Bennington. Hugh Hefner. Charles Manson. Sridevi. Stephen Hawking. Avicii. Yeah, cool. So anyways, this is doing what I was hoping it was doing. No further insights, obviously, compared to last time. It's the same exact chart, just obviously with them all at one. Let me save that. On slider. All right, so now I want to just create a couple clones of these scripts, so I'm not like redoing it. Because there's a couple other things I wanted to check out, right? So I guess the first thing I want to check out is using what's actually, let's see, maybe the change over time metric. So I'm actually going to rename this. I'm going to keep all the scripts I'm not going to say this is how I usually do it, but I'm doing it this way right now. So this will be script. I'll call it percent. It's going to break the. I'm not sure if I can render. Oh no, I can't render multiple scripts. Damn. Shoot. I know what I can do. All right. So script.js. So here I can say import from script dash and just execute it, right? Yeah, init. It. So then I can just have a bunch of them in here and decide which one to run. One second. You're really on the move, Caitlin, there. All right, what can't resolve script percent. Script percent. Should work, import. Oh, relative path is that way. That's why I'm silly. Okay, cool, that worked. So now I can just basically create a bunch of different scripts and like, or not run them. So if I do that, nothing will render because it's not running scripts. So we can create another one. So I'll call this one script change. Now it'll render the exact same thing because it's the same code. So just let me like toggle between them. That'll be nice. So now I can actually go ahead and let's change the metric here to, let's look at page views. I forgot what it's called. Change baseline present traffic. Now I shouldn't have to do anything else, I think. Oh, it didn't like that. Let's see why. Oh, I know why. Oh, shucks. I never calculated a max and put it in the people file. So in the people file, it looks like we have max. I called it max change percent traffic. But I called it something different. I called it change baseline. Those naming conventions.
I need a key of variables for you. Just go back through every video.
I'm gonna go make sure this is actually cohesive real quick. So that was in the explore. Oh no, I didn't even. Oh, so that's a different variable. Actually, that was the total change. So that actually should. I'm not using that really anywhere. So max change, max views divided by. Yeah, I'm not using either of those anywhere. So it should actually just align with X. Oh, but I see. Let's see. So what was I was expecting it to be max change baseline percent traffic. Oof. Got it. Okay. Yeah, these are getting a little out of control. Which would be max percent traffic divided by this one. Max change baseline views. Okay. Explore. And let me just check the README again. Let's have to explore a couple things. And actually, I have to go run for a second. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, everybody. Baby? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Real life. Details, okay. Hopefully we just copied over new data. Take a look if it went through. Okay. Thought that new stuff would be in there. Exchange fees, it wasn't. Let's look at prepare web. Do we have to explicitly tell it to? Because people data is coming from filtered. Oh, I spelled baseline wrong. That's fine. Shucks. All right, maybe this time it'll work. Oh. Wait, no, there's not even an in there. Come on. What? What? Okay. Let's look at filtered. Oh, lovely. Oh, wait. No, we don't have those anymore. Filter. And I'm a dummy. Max, inch, baseline, views, max, inch, baseline, percentage. Okay. Those numbers exist. So after that is run, okay, add details. I don't think I got rid of the thing there, so yeah. Add details. And then let's just double check prepare web again, but I'm pretty sure I already looked at that. That doesn't get rid of anything. Doesn't look like it does. Okay, here we are. Oh, I never ran make copy data. Still won't be surprised if we get an error though. But lovely. All right, at least let's see if people has that in there now. If it doesn't, I'll be confused. Okay, it does. Max change, baseline views, change, baseline, percent traffic. Change. I spelled baseline wrong there too. What is going on? Oh, okay. Weird. No errors. No charts. Let's take a look. That doesn't help. Infinity is not a good maximum. I mean, data 0? Yeah. Possible. Oh shoot, I didn't clean anything. Median. X. It's X. Inch. And then that means we also need to oops, where'd it go? That's even more luck. No. No more luck. Exchange based on I actually don't see it in here, which means oh no, it's there. Change bit. Oh my god! Again with the bass line. I'm just gonna manually change it right here, but I also need to figure that out. No more bass line. That's not good. Right, because we had infinity in there somehow. Where's that console.table? Okay. dot. Okay, some people do. All right, who's sporting an infinity? 95 and 126. Oh shit. I know what's going on. We got double zeros here, which I believe correspond to the mean. A little peep, let's see, was one of the people that has a bunch of empty stuff in his page use. So if we go back to, let's find them in here. Hmm, 2015. Wait, this must be, oh, this is by week. We don't want that. So go in here. So we see that there's tons of nulls. Even though there's are eventually values, I'm assuming, actually don't know what D3 median does with nulls. We can find out pretty easily. I'm assuming it's including them though in its calculations. That's equal. Oh. No. Do that median test. Oh no, it should ignore it. That's weird. Huh. His death was there. There's plenty of stuff before. All right. Well, explore where this was calculated. Let me just again look at. So it's the median. That's the red one. We've used before. Yellow. Okay. We actually care about the first white one. That's median percent traffic, median percent traffic before. So the second white one is what we're interested in. Yeah. So zeros. And then why was the median percent traffic before? That's the question. All right. Median percent traffic before. Median percent traffic is median before. Median views, median percent traffic, person, daily data, percent traffic, person, daily data, metric. I wonder if this is our problem here. All right, I'm gonna run this just on peep. So it's like a peeps ID. ID. Okay, let's go to explore. And then let's go ahead and first make sure this is who we think it is. And go ahead and say okay, for some reason the median before is still 0, so let's go a little deeper here. Okay. Seventeen, 11, 15. I believe it's correct. Okay. Shit. So views are 0 because daily data. I'm cleaning that. Oh, that was my problem. I should have kept it null. So basically d.views. Oh. Actually, 0 is going to be truthy, so we actually want to check. Okay, so let's see. So we really want to do see how this changes things. Now let's go ahead and log that stuff out again. Damn, median before it's still 0. It's not. Oh, it's probably not null. Maybe it is. Shit. But it's not exactly equal to null shoot. Maybe just do length because it's a string kind of. Yeah, okay. Cool. Oh, that's backwards. That's more like it. Okay, now I have to make sure I'm not like screwing up those calculations elsewhere. Median. Views, preference. Yep, that's the only place I'm using it. Okay, I think we're good. So I just ran this. We sorry. Okay. Okay. So close, but so far. Oh, wait. Hey, how about that? Whoa. I have those are way off now. Because they're like giant percents. So actually, let's change the format. It's interesting. I have a feeling these are not popular. Those are probably like the really small people that, yeah. Those are the people that were tiny normally and then a huge surge. Where's that other one? That's weird. Wow, that's not as exciting as I was hoping. maybe in Max, I'm gonna, instead of doing a sometime here. Oh. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, this definitely overemphasizes the small guys, which was the concern, but definitely I'm happy we checked it out. Whereas even Bowie now, Bowie was. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm super hot and exhausted, so I'm gonna call it right here. I'm gonna keep digging and creating a bunch more charts next time we pick this up. That's all I got. Thanks, everybody.